everyone receives is a reflection of those intrusive thoughts that enter into our mind, that monkey brain, that useless chatter. Have you ever stopped to question why that is? Why does it exist? Are they your thoughts? And we've talked about it before. Many people know about the ego mind and that sort of pre-programmed experience. You see, as we move into new days, new light, new way of thinking as the old gets shed, are you experiencing change in your mindset, in your spirituality, in your growth, in the everyday surroundings about the things you want to do, things that are important to you, more meaningful? I'll tell you, one of the things that are meaningful for me is I want to plant trees and see nature grow and feed people. I don't mind a little bit of hard work. Even around the house here, I've been doing the landscaping, re-leveling, adding limestone blocks, to build retaining walls. It's heavy stuff. It's messy stuff when you have to mud in the bricks, or when you have to pull everything up to remove the sand. But I have my mangoes I planted, and I talk to them every day. Even the chili plants now that were suffering before, they're now coming good after being replanted. I talk to all the plants, and they talk back. They tell me what they need, whether they're okay, and I send them love, as you would any creature or being of this earth. But I want to grow things and see nature thrive in its best. That's what I want to do. This is what I want to plant. I want to get all those seeds and replant things and grow them. I want to be an artist, but that's connection and connected to this as well. The whole essence of the gardener is about planting seeds and watching things grow. So when you go into the daily thoughts that occur, that enter your mind, you could be boiling the kettle as I have here with my cup of tea. But while you're setting things up and creating that thought, that chatter that's in your mind, did you request it? Did you create it? Did you make it? Are those thoughts there? Are they yours? I've talked about it before, but we can do things without the need for thought. It's not voices in your head, no, it's the chatter, the thinking. When we think, we are in the program. But then ask yourself, did you create that thought? Did you have it? This is the difference. This is the distraction. That why you cannot do one thing without the thought of thinking about many other things. When your focus should be clearly and intently placed upon the thing that you were doing at the present time. So, then when you realize that, you can ask yourself this: can you tune out that mindless chatter? You identified that it's real, and you're like, is that mine? Is it yours? It's a repeated cycle. So I bring it back. I've mentioned this before, but one of the things I sort of saw on my many journeys of life was a saying that said, to think is torture. And it's a fascinating thing because it basically is, because what it's saying, not that by you thinking is creating torture, but the thought of itself alone is. And what that means is the thoughts that you have by overthinking things, by analyzing the situation, trying to know what's coming, what's happening, all of that talk inside the mind, that's torture. What is that torture? Well, it's not yours, you didn't create it. It's your analyzation of world events, trying to put things together. It's the analytical mind that takes us to other places. It's the pre-programmed version of us, the ungrounded version of us. We send it love regardless, because it is still a part of us. We don't try to dismiss it and get over it. No matter how deep-rooted those thoughts might be, or what energies or feelings they bring up, we overcome that by identifying, seeing it for what it is, that it's a thought generated by something we've seen, an outcome, technology, running a script inside people's mind. And when you deviate from that script to hold you back, it plays a reprogrammed event, brings up the things that really hit home. But you see, if you send it love and you oversee what's going on, you can heal it. You can make it allow yourself to grow and obtain that spiritual strength. That understanding, the awareness to move into the next phase, unfazed by what's coming. Things are coming forward more and more daily for us to get rid of. To see it for what it is and step into our true power. So catch yourself thinking thoughts. But don't be afraid to think. Don't be afraid to use your imagination and your creativity. For you see, this is what the program has tried to protect. Your ability to think and create. You see, if we were to offer this to people of how to create with your mind, the power that it has, most people would go into money and wealth and fame and fortune, pre-programmed conditions to achieve greatness and success, or to have wealth and happiness. There'd be some that are dedicated towards helping family and sick people. And then there are some that create a more powerful version. The manifestations that heal the world, rebuilding of plants and societies and structures that harness greatness and capability. One is no better than the other. For you see, when one creates that better place, we all live in a happiness. For those that succeed and do well, of course, we want that. We want people to be happy. We want people to be in the arts and protect everything that is truly a wonderful witnessing event. But the conditioning of the mind is to remove the thought that is present in our everyday mind, not by removing it, not by ignoring it, but by acknowledging it and sending it love. And asking, is it mine? As I drink tea, I apologize. A bit thirsty. So let me ask you this question. Where does your thoughts go during the day when you're doing simple tasks or the daily tasks? Can you observe that mindful chatter and start to pay attention where your focus is, where your mind's leading you towards? And I pulled a card. Well, in fact, I didn't really pull it. It jumped out of the deck as I was shuffling for the inspiration of today. And the card is focus your vision. Be vigilant with your attention. And it reads as such. Imagine you are in a vast garden of flowers with a basket in your hand. Your purpose is to fill the basket with flowers, but there is a limit to how many will fit. Naturally, you will stay open to wonder and choose what you could be the most valuable to you. Information is like the garden of flowers, and your brain is like the basket. If you allow too much information into your head and don't integrate it in some useful way, you are not leaving room for more valuable things. Your soul's journey is a passage of light, of love, of life itself. What you choose to take in and what you discern is all up to you. If you want to effectively see and focus on what you hope to achieve in life, you have to be selective about what you pick. Begin by looking deep inside yourself to find your unique expression. For it's this expression that is the vitality, the energy, or the life force that is translated through you into action. Your task is to keep it pure, clear, direct, and open. By not cluttering it with unnecessary information, you can open yourself to the urges that motivate you. When you have a clear mind, you will be inspired to be so much more creative. As you realize your talents and abilities and try new things, you are better able to choose a direction in life that is best for you. You will find ways to discover your deeper wisdom instead of collecting unnecessary information that may not bring quality to your life. Consequently, you will leave room to dream, imagine, opening your heart to the spirit and capacity for love. And the mantra that comes along with this goes as such. I would choose the information that helps me focus on achieving the vision of my life's journey. And it's interesting, the way that I see that was pulled out correlates to the chattering in the mind. When you're doing your simple things, daily tasks that we need to do, where's your focus? Where is your drive? When you have the time off and your rest periods, where is your mind's thought? Where is your vision, your focus? Where is it placed upon? Where are you going? Where is it leading you to? I think it's a beautiful way to end this audio stream. It ties in perfectly. For we are all on the journey to betterment. Each at our own pace, of course. So it is with that, I'll leave you with peace and love. Take care.